How's everybody doing? My name is Kurt Friedrich and I'm the owner-driver for CFRacing, and welcome to our post-Brunswick Speedway testing. It's not a post-race video and I'll get into all that in a little bit. But first off, I want to thank our sponsors, Krista Murphy with Meraki Realty, brokered by Real. Krista Murphy is a real estate agent here in the Richmond area. She does a lot of this with the Richmond community and also does a lot with the military community. So we appreciate their support with the area, and we appreciate her support with our racing. If anybody's needing any help with buying or selling a home, reach out to her and she'd be glad to help you with your real estate needs. Also want to thank Jim's by Danny on eBay for their continued support. Jim's by Danny on eBay is an online sales website. Basically, they're selling cheap gemstones and cheap settings for buyers at home who want to customize some of their own project for their own jewelry needs and put a little bit of their own individual touch of workmanship in their projects. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start getting into the notes. So as I said at the beginning, this is not a post-race video, and I'm going to edit the title of the pre-race video we did the other day to pre-testing Brunswick Speedway, because basically we went down there and there was nobody to really race against. So long story, and I'll just kind of start diving into the notes. With it, I want to start off with some positives. So positives is it was not a long day. Gates opened at 4, and I think we were packed up and leaving the track at 10. So it was not your typical all day long racing event. Also, the people there were very friendly. The racers that were there were very friendly. The people who were operating the track were very friendly. They were very welcoming. I didn't feel like I was somebody, an outsider coming in. I was new to the whole group, and they were very welcoming me coming in there. I was able to talk to them about different things, and yeah, just had a really good time hanging out with that group of people. Excuse me, throat's getting a little dry. It was a fun track to drive. It was very wide. It was high banked. For me, it was the first time being on a track like this, and it was multi-groove. Yeah, so overall, it was just a fun track to drive on. Let's go ahead and start getting into the negative side of things. I only counted 11 trailers that showed up. And each trailer, I think they were all only running one race. In comparison, a few weeks ago when we were at Margarettsville, I counted 15 trailers that showed up. But I think everybody who was there was racing more than one race. So there was, even though it was a small crowd, there was a lot of racing going on, a lot of different classes of racing. Here it was just 11 trailers and everybody was basically racing once. And with that, I was trying out the Ducar for the first time, and nobody else with Ducar showed up. And then also the track was very outdated. I felt like we were going back into the 1990s, and I say that because when I first raced back in 1999, that track at Johnson County Speedway was more updated than this track was. So I feel like it was going back to the 1990s. I've never been to an outdoor backyard track, but I think if this was the closest I would have been to it. So with that, I didn't have anybody to race against, and we made it on the track. Let me back up. They allowed me to race to be on the track with the Predator engines. I was a Ducar, and there were the Predators out there. They allowed me to be on the track at the same time that they were racing. So that's one of the other things I want to say about the people there. Like, even though there was no other Ducars out there, they still had some track time for me. So that's why I say it was really kind of testing. It was a chance for me to test out the Ducar engine, time for me to test out Brunswick Speedway, go down there and see what they're about. But it was disappointing from the fact that I did all this work you guys saw in the previous videos. This go-kart was really stripped down. Really worked my tail off over the past 2 weeks, making a lot of changes, tweaking, and trying to tighten our shot group with this go-kart. And I had nobody to compare it to. I wanted to get out there and race with somebody. So I felt like I did all this work and it was almost for nothing. I didn't do all the work, spend the time and money and effort to go down there and not have anybody to race against. So that was the downside. However, I would say this: I don't plan on going back to Brunswick Speedway anytime soon. However, if they upgraded their facility and they got some people there that were more serious, I don't want to say the people that were there were not serious racers, but a more serious crowd there, a larger crowd of racers there. Let me put it that way. If they got a larger crowd of racers there, I would definitely go back to Brunswick Speedway, and would definitely look forward to racing on that track. And I hope they do that, because I do want to go back there sometime. But as it is right now, we have no plans on going back there. So overall, despite the disappointment, that's really on me. That's not on anybody. It's on me because of my eagerness to get back on the track and race with some people and see how these changes work compared to the competition. If I could, I would have raced again on Monday or Sunday, the day after. I would have gone somewhere and raced. But we got VDKA, the first time me being part of a VDKA race in 2 weeks. So we're going to be I got some big changes I want to make on the go-kart before that race, and we'll work on that. So looking forward to that. And overall, still had fun out there at Brunswick Speedway. If anybody is wanting to just do some cheap Saturday low-key, low-minded racing, that's the place for you to go. And I encourage you, if you're falling in that category, I encourage you to go try it out. But yeah, still a fun weekend for us. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and cut this video a little bit short. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Krista Murphy with Meraki Realty, brokered by Real, Gems by Denny on eBay, and we're also looking for any associate sponsor. If anybody's interested in getting a little bit more exposure for their brand, we would be glad to help promote your business. And also remember, when you're putting a sticker on our go-kart, it's not just putting a sticker on it, you're also considered a member of the team. Also want to thank my wife Malou for her coming out of the track and supporting me. Also my family for coming out there and supporting me to tag and tie our kids. And also want to specifically thank Malou for filming this video, standing behind and holding the camera. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, rate, share, all of the above. And we'll see you guys in a few weeks for the pre-race video for the VDKA race. Till then, take it easy.